Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I was too busy looking for the camera settings. I'm 30 seconds late. Oh my God. The world is coming to an end. Good morning, good morning, good morning. What do we do? We're doing soup this morning, and perhaps even the next stream we're doing soup as well. After a few weeks of not having much sizing to do because of various printer breaks and different schedules, all of a sudden every printer in our organization has dumped their name into our calendar. Dave, I need paper Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, whatever. So we're doing sizing today, and we did it last Thursday, and probably next Monday we're going to be doing some more sizing as well. I'm a little bit running behind this morning. Hey, today, what do I need? I need a brush. I need a brush. And we need to put the liquid. I made some more liquid. After the sizing the other day, it used up most of what I had in stock. So I made some more after the stream was over. And we've got a hot 2 liters of it here, ready to go in. And a part of the chaos this morning is yesterday, again, even with half a century of experience, I still, a beginner's mistake yesterday. Not a printmaking mistake. Okay, you, soften up. Soften, soften, soften. After half a century of experience, I still made a basic mistake yesterday. Oh, wait a minute, turn off the menu. Computer mistake. We put out our mailing yesterday. You know, we announced our gift print and stuff for the end of the year. And of course, you know, an hour or so before we send the mailing, I get an email from, we don't need to talk about whatever, about can we have a small change in the shopping cart programming. I thought, yeah, that was easy, no problem at all, we can do that. So I make the small change in the shopping cart, test it, looks okay, and send out a mailing to 19,000 people. And then visitor came and took me downstairs into the shop for the next hour. I come back up after the hour, the shopping cart's broken, you can't get through it. 19,000 people, it wasn't that many trying to get through, but a bunch of them. That last minute little, oh, it's okay, I can just change that one thing. You'd think I would have learned by now. You think I would have learned by now. Okay, we're still getting flicker. And I've spent a bunch of time this morning. John, normally glub, glub, glub. Actually, when I've got time, I don't. I pour it out slowly so that air can come in. Just today, I'm whatever. Too many things going on. The burner isn't on. I made this size yesterday afternoon. So there's no heat. Thank you for the reminder. No problem. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. But flicker, 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 flicker. Paper's not out. We don't have any printers here today. Today or tomorrow, the printing room is empty. It is the weekend, you know. Today's Saturday here in Tokyo. The flicker. I guess you're seeing it, but now I'm seeing it in both cameras. So it's not the setting on the Sony camera. I replaced this bulb. Let's turn it off. Still flicker. Is it that one? That's been replaced as well. Okay, wait a minute. We've got a mix. There's an LED up to my left, the main light for the room. There's a little fluorescent in front of me. Let me turn those off to see what's going on. No change. Still flicker. Must be from this one. I can't turn them all off. I got work to do. Wait a minute. I'm still seeing flicker with all the fluorescents turned off. Okay, I'm out. Nothing I can do. Let's put them back on. Why is the main camera in 4:3? That's interesting because I was just in the menu trying to do all kinds of things. Crap, have I screwed it up? Is this going to be one of those days? I'll try and find this setting. HD, that's it, HD setting, guide frame. Automatic smile capture, that's not it. That's which card to use. I don't know. I really don't know. Oh, wait, it's back to normal. I didn't do anything. Okay. Relax, let's do this. Okay, we have paper today for a reprint of the Kyoto Journey series. This is a back number in our subscription series. That's still popular. And we're running out of different prints in it. So Ayumi-san, our printer up here, one of our printers here, she's going to be doing some back numbers from the Kyoto Journey. And she needs the paper right now. She'll need it for Monday or Tuesday. So I've got to do this today. And then after the stream is done, I'll be doing more sizing because I've got way too much to do today in one short session. We've got, what have we got? 8 times 3. We've got 24 sheets of paper here. So that should be enough to do 24 sheets, both sides. I think hang them up and have a show and tell. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 packages show and tell standing by. So let's have a look and see what we can do. Paper ready, brush soaking. Give it a minute to do up. Are we ready? Let's do this. Why so frazzled? Just stuff, non-stop stuff. It's November. We're now in like the second full month of crazy busy season. No pool news today. Today's the weekend. I didn't go to the pool this morning. My pool card is good for weekdays only. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. The paper's kind of thick here. This is takenaga paper, which is thick, so I need a good coating. And also, this particular print that Ayumi-san will be doing has a whole bunch of overlaid colors. So if we don't have a good strong glue on it, the paper will pill up and pick up. So it says, hope you're well. I'm okay. But actually, it was funny, you know. Was it yesterday? I think it was, no, what was it? Yeah, it was yesterday. I went to the pool in the morning, had a good swim, had a nice cup of coffee when I came back. I slept really well the night before. I always sleep really, really well. I'm eating well. I take my newspaper, the morning newspaper here. I don't read it in the morning. I take it in my back pocket when I go to a restaurant. So I had a peaceful, last few days have been nice. Eat well, sleep well, lots going on, but okay. So I go to the pool yesterday, come back, it's busy in the shop, I got to help, there's stuff going on. The lady from Unsodo came and we had all kinds of conversations and this and that. And partway along, one of the people in the shop says, Dave, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. And she says, you look kind of, I know, and I'm like, what do you mean? I look kind of what? Speak up, speak up. She's like, you don't look well. And I'm like, actually, I feel fine. I'm okay. As I said, I'm eating well. I'm sleeping well. I don't have anything bothering me or anything. And she's like, so after she left, I thought, okay, I got to go to the bathroom. Went to the bathroom, and there's a mirror in there. So I looked in the mirror, put the light on. What is she seeing that I don't see, I don't know. What somebody got? We can't see the takeoff after the landing. I don't think the camera's long enough to show both ends of this paper. Takenaga is long paper. I'm zoomed out as far as I can go. I don't think you can see both ends of the paper. No, the only thing wrong is it's November, it's crazy here. I don't need to show you charts, where they are. The numbers on the charts are off the top of the chart. We're busy. We're so busy. Someone says one day we'll get new cameras. I don't know. I think at the moment, the problem perhaps might be even in a setting in OBS. Because it's the MacBook camera here is also flickering. I'm not so convinced it's the Handycam. I know new cameras, if I could really easily identify what kind of good gear to get to help make this work go better, I would get it. We have resources, we have money right now. It's not a question of like, please donate a camera to our stream. We're fine. If I could easily identify what to get. But last time I picked up a camera, there's this and that and settings and it's just too much. Looking good. I think we're going well today. We're getting smooth. I'm trying to make sure I've got a good coverage here. Remember, I was high and low. I'm trying to get it covered here. Someone's recommending cameras. Remember, we need a bunch of different features in these cameras. We have a lot of zooming. We need a good wide zoom range. And this camera, actually, the one we used to use outside, this doesn't have a good enough. It'll zoom in, but it won't go wide enough for what we need. So I need the proper, I don't even know the terminology for it. It's not just, oh, that camera is good. There's a bunch of features that we need. And not even all the cameras out there. We need it to be able to go on standby mode. This is a Handycam in standby mode. It's not recording. Now, a lot of the Handycams, you put them in standby, they go off automatically after 2 or 3 minutes. So there's a bunch of features that I have to make sure are there in our cameras. HDMI output live, some of them don't do that. My Canon downstairs won't give me HDMI live output at anything except like the 480 box. It'll record in HD, but it won't output it live. And to try and figure these things out when you're in the Yodobashi camera, looking at all the different cameras that are there, to try and make sure the camera has all these things that we need, it's chaos. Again, John's putting a link, best cameras for streaming, but the requirements of somebody walking around Tokyo and the requirements of what we need are maybe kind of going to be a little bit different. Not to blow away the advice, thank you very much, but it's not such a simple question. Okay, I see lots of comments on the enter flicking. I will go through this. Thank you very much. I'll go through this. Somebody got their share certificate? Well, is that one of the ones that I posted the other day? If that's the case, that's pretty fast service. We're still holding a bunch of them. We can't send them to Canada. There's a few people who watch the stream regularly on that share certificate list, but they're in Canada. I tried turning off that light, didn't help. That light, it didn't help. I didn't try turning off the LED, which shouldn't make a difference. But let's isolate that one. No change, right? It's not the big LED. Put that one back. Now, turn off the little light that's in front of me. Put it back on. Let me go turn off that light behind me. I can't turn off the sun. And it's on both cameras. It's on that camera and this camera. It's got to be OBS. Okay. Came to watch Japanese printmaking, and we're struggling with cameras. Yeah, whatever. We're all over the map. I thought we might have a guest today, but it turned out not to be so. There is a chance. I don't know whether it's a small chance or a big chance. There is a chance we might have a guest Monday morning. Not sure. There's a person, an acquaintance, a friend / acquaintance, who's visiting Tokyo at the moment, and I popped the idea in that he might like to drop by, but I don't know whether it's a big chance or a small chance. I don't know. There could be a guest on Monday, not sure. Do I have a chat list today? Do I have a chat list? What do you mean, a list of people who are in the chat? I'm not sure what you mean. Oh, you mean topics? No, I haven't had a minute to myself the last few days. I don't have a list. Talking points. Actually, there's one on the desk here from ages ago. It says, talk about the census. I think we did that. This is a list on the desk here. Talk about 1,000. What was that about? 1,000. And then the third one is talk about Mum's files. I don't remember. I could always, just do some work. Actually, there is a little bit to report. Things are cooking in one field. We had something that went on a couple of months ago, and then it got bumped to the side, and it got bumped to the side. But I can talk about this a little bit because I think it's gonna help. Do you remember we showed a print or some prints from Kitamura-san, the carver and printer who lives and works in Kyoto? Remember, it was a print of a Kyoto tea shop. It was sort of a photorealistic print. I raved about it. Beautifully, beautifully, beautifully done. It just pushes all my buttons. I don't have one here to show you right now because I didn't plan on bringing up this topic. But you remember at the time, I had told you that we had been in touch with Unsodo, the Kyoto company who publishes it, and they had copies of it, and the feeling from the Unsodo sales lady, who's here in Tokyo, she came in yesterday. The feeling from her, the message I got was that they had not done really well with the print. They had felt it sort of failed a little bit. I think they said it was because some of their customers said it was too photorealistic and didn't look like a print. Anyway, that wasn't bothered to me at all. So it turned out they had some, so I asked, can we sell them? They sold them to me, and we've put them in our shop. We've had this story before. And then, because of the price, I felt one reason that the print had not done well in their marketplace was because they had not presented it properly. For one, they had priced it so low that the guy who made it must have got almost nothing for it. I have not spoken to him, but he must have been disheartened. Anyway, long story short, we've put them here, but I priced it a little bit higher than Unsodo had priced it when they were selling it in their shop. And I said, what I'd like to do is take that extra price and send it to the guy who made the print. I'm sort of trying to pay him a royalty behind the times and after the scenes. And we talked about this. And I honestly said, I'm putting up the price for the point of sending some extra money to the guy who made the print. That was the plan. I put the price up. It was $35,000. We sold a bunch of them. They're still in the shop. They're doing, I think we've got now 3 or 4 left. I'm not sure, don't know. Well, I'm not here to sell the print today. And then, once it was all up and running, I wrote an email to Kitamura-san. It did not go well. He misunderstood who I was and what I was trying to do, and he was worried that I was trying to disrupt his relationship with Unsodo, which I hadn't been trying to do, but anyway, he got worried about this. So he wasn't friendly to me. He tried to defend the Unsodo people, and long story short, and I didn't get a friendly response back from him. We talked about this. So I'm like, okay, that's what you want, whatever. I'll keep the extra money in my own pocket, whatever. Anyway, yesterday, we got some progress on this because the Unsodo lady, very, very nice lady, she's been really helpful getting all of our things together here. She came over, and she was a bit worried because she had heard that this email and the communication didn't go well. She didn't know anything about my plans about this, but anyway, she had heard that it didn't go well. She was concerned. And yesterday, we had a good chat about this. And I openly told her what I had been planning to do. Now that she gets it, aha, I see. She is now going to, I think, get in touch with those guys, maybe Kitamura-san directly, maybe the Unsodo people, and she's going to try and maybe see if she can put things back together for us. And if all goes well, maybe I'll get a chance to talk to the guy, and he can get his extra revenue for this. She's very friendly, very helpful. I think she's been watching the streams. She's watching today, I think. I don't know. Who knows? Because that had been something I felt bad about the last month or so. I had promised everybody, please pay a bit more. I'll make sure it goes to Kitamura-san. And I didn't follow through with my part of it. People paid more, but certainly as of yet, he hasn't got his money. But stand by for further developments. No, there was nothing, he did nothing wrong. You know, remember, in any culture, same. You've got a relationship with different people you're doing. For him, it was a publisher and a producer. They had their relationship for decades. Outside person comes in, it's not so good. What's going on? Is this going to be a good influence or bad? What's going to go on? So it's difficult in probably not just Japan, anywhere. Outsider drops in and like, what's going on here? What's this guy want? What's he doing? What's his agenda? They don't know. So it's okay. He didn't do anything wrong. So we'll see. If things move forward, I will update you. I still have huge respect for the guy's work. I mean, I just would love to sit and talk to him and talk about the prints and what's going on. And whether that will happen or not, I don't know. He's down there and I'm up here. How's our time? 8:30. We're almost halfway through. It was all so funny. I didn't know the lady was coming yesterday. It's just fine. We had received a package of prints from Unsodo. We're selling a number of their Shinhanga prints here in the shop, not just Kitamura-san's work. And a package had come in, late Thursday afternoon. So Friday, this is yesterday, the staff had been opening them, getting them into our system, getting them packaged, ready to put out into the shop. And they had been doing this during the morning. This lady came during the afternoon, and as she and I were in the shop standing there, it was kind of funny. The shop was buzzing. There was customers all over the place, people browsing. I think there were 4 staff members around. She and I had gone down to the shop. I was standing there with her. So we're standing in this spot talking, and somebody needed that, so we had to move and go and stand somewhere else. We talked for a minute. Then somebody needed that drawer, and we had to move somewhere else. So she got the impression of this place that it's so busy and so active and so much is going on that you can't even just stand there for a minute, because always somebody needs the spot that you're standing on. And that's exactly what it was like yesterday afternoon down there. So she must go back to Unsodo and say, oh my God, that place is crazy, And then it got better. It got better. As we were sitting, I took her into the back room there because we just had to get out of the way and sit down on the bench in the back room. And this is about an hour after I had put out our mailing. Get your gift print for the year. Don't leave it too late, whatever. And I had just fixed the order page, and orders were starting to flood in for the gift print. And I hadn't planned this, but she and I are sitting on the back, and the conversation had gone to stock numbers. When we get the prints from Unsodo, we have to put a number on, UN00614, UN00615, because we need to beep them at the cash register. We need a stock control number. They are a very old company, and they don't have such a thing. Everything must be paper and pencil. I mean, 100 years ago, they didn't have barcode beeping for stock numbers, and they still don't have this. So it's difficult for us to order the prints from them. We've got our own numbers, but they don't know our numbers. And they don't have numbers, so it's which one did you want, and it's really difficult to communicate which one you want. So I was trying to show her the merit, the benefits of, like, maybe you could put identification numbers on your prints and stuff, I don't know. So I asked Naomi-san, pass me the computer, and we flipped open the computer, and without thinking too much, I clicked the part of our manager system that shows the orders that are coming in. Orders from the shop, and then orders from online. And I hadn't realized that, of course, this is a couple of hours after we sent out the mailing for the gift print. And orders were coming in at the space of like one every 20, 25 seconds, one every minute or so. Bing, order there. Bing, order there. Another order coming in. And I had flipped open the screen, and this is happening in front of us. And I didn't plan this. I didn't think about this. And she sits there, and what's that? I said, oh, that's an order online. Someone just bought a print. And then, boom, 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 oh, boom, yeah, that's an order. And during the 5-10 minutes we sat there, there's this stream of orders. And if I had been trying to figure out a way to show off, this would have been the best way to do it. It's just random. So, Unsodo lady, if you're listening to this today, Please understand, the orders you saw coming in, bang, 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 it's not like that every day. But it was fun. Ninja Building. There is an update on the Ninja Building. Well, not really. I don't have any positive news for you. It almost certainly now looks like the Ninja Building is not going to be available for us. I haven't talked to the real estate agent. He's not returning my calls. And all day long yesterday, I didn't count them because I was busy. Every time I looked outside, the real estate agent boy was there showing different people around the building, upstairs, downstairs, measuring, taking pictures. They had 4 or 5 or 6 showings yesterday and the day before the same. They haven't returned my call. They're right across the street from us. It looks like, 1, they are not interested in dealing with us at all. And it looks like, 2, it looks like there is huge demand for that building, which is going to make us think about backing off. Because even if we did rent it now, today, at that rent, the huge demand for this tells them that they've put the rent lower than it could be. And it means that at the end of the contract period, 2 or 3 years, the rent will dramatically increase. So we talked about this a bit the other day. I am not going to push. I'm not going to call them again. They're going to not answer my calls. That's enough. I've learned that little lesson. So I think almost certainly we ain't going over there. And my fear now, it's not a fear, but my concern now is that what will go in there will be junk food, eat and run junk food. The street, just maybe a few hundred meters to our right, Dempo Indori, there's a cluster of eat and run shops. They have Asakusa Mensch, they have Ichigo Gelato, they have all kinds of stuff. And it's destroyed the other retail shops nearby. The people standing outside eating, you can't even see the front of there's a lady with a nice clothing shop there. You wouldn't know it if you walk by because you can never see her shop. It's surrounded by people eating greasy food. It's really trouble. And we now have a crepe shop on our right. People sit outside and eat. We have the Korean hot dog place on our left. People sit down and eat, and there's grease all over the sidewalk. And this could be another one coming across the street. And it's out of our control. Out of our control. And this street, this beautiful, comfortable street we have right now, over the period of the next few years, could transform into a rat-infested, greasy tourist walk-around food place. And we see it over the past couple of days when I've been in the shop. People have come in with something from the Korean place, come in with a hot dog, they browse around our prints. I asked one guy the other day, excuse me, can you please maybe finish that outside and come in later? And he went outside. So there's changes underway, there's shifts that happen over the course of a generation or so. And we might be in the middle of one of those here. Can the Merchants Association lean on them? There's not a lot we can do. This Merchants Association is just a friendly get-together. There's no legal status. You can't tell people they can't rent that place or whatever. That's all up to the building owners, the landlords, who we never see. The shop people all here, it's almost no connection with the people that own the stuff. The owners just want as much money as possible. No, I can't make a few phone calls to the right people. Those places are probably the good revenue generators for those people. It's a culture shift, it's beyond what any single person or single group of people can do. It's a cultural change. We're on tourism ground zero, and these days tourism means buying junk food and walking around with it. So I don't know. If it's not a secret, will there be a Matsuri in November? You mean a flea market Matsuri? I don't think so. And it's because of the post office, America-Canada Post Office. We do have tons of prints. but we can't ship easily. We've put the gift thing up because those are small prints that are going to go in as airmail. If we do a flea market Matsuri, it's larger prints, so I don't think there's going to be one this year, I'm sorry. Well, someone says walking into a print store with greasy fingers. That's really, really rare. I know I saw that gentleman yesterday. It is really, really rare. So don't feel that everybody here is a jerk and we're under a wave of crap. No, 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 that's not true. Far and away, more 99, whatever percent of people coming in the shop are respectful and quiet and peaceful and normal and happy. But as I'm talking, the outside thing, bit by bit by bit, is changing. And John can verify this. Our street, the feeling and mood, compared with Dempo in Dori, about 100 meters down, it's complete, it's night and day difference. No, if I give the wrong impression, I'm sorry. We're not under threat by a wave of barbarians. No, 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 no. I got the temperature low. It seems a bit stickier than normal. It seems sticky for some reason. The temperature is okay. Have I done something wrong? I made 3 liters, 50 grams per liter. I double checked, triple checked, measure 3 times before boiling. It seems a bit sticky. Temperature is exactly the same as where we were the other day. We were just hovering just shy of 20. Something seems a bit sticky. I think we're doing okay. Yeah, somebody was excited for the print party comeback. Whatever, I can't really do much about it. I had mixed feelings about trying that, the extra work and chaos in my own life. I'm not devastated by the fact that we can't get that building across the street, because it was going to be a heck of a lot of work for me. And common sense tells me just let it go. Let it go, let it go. We've got enough to do. Our own renovation will be starting. Now that sidetrack about the Ninja building is, I think, out of the way, it'll be next Monday or Tuesday on our day off. I will be going over to the Komuten, the construction company, with my sketches, and we will now start the ball rolling on the renovation on the 3rd floor and 2nd floor. It's not like we don't have anything to do. So, how is the video editing going on for Adventures in Washington? You keep asking me this, don't you? Every stream, right? I haven't touched it yet. I wish people asking questions like that. Did you do this yet? Did you do this yet? Did you do this yet? Who is this? Who is this? Mark Laviolette. I wish you could have been here yesterday afternoon, you know, in the shop, just like. I don't know whether to laugh or cry. It'll settle down. We're in the middle of the peak, you know. November is absolutely the peak month of the year. And we've seen the charts. You'll see the charts again. Maybe in December I'll be preparing the year-end video. You'll see the charts again. November is the busiest time of year. You know, the shop is chaos, online is chaos, and we still have to keep our production going, you know. One-day time lapse. I know there's a thing about the shop though. I would like to do that. Put one of these cameras downstairs. Or actually, I have a time lapse camera. I could just set it in the corner and let it shoot. You know, the one I use for those cloud pictures in Ome. I have a time lapse camera, but it's a privacy issue. You can't put something in the shop and then show it on YouTube. You know. Do we get a downstairs work area cleanup stream before the new year? I have no comment whatsoever on the schedule of the upcoming renovation. That is going to depend on one thing and one thing only. I know how soon we can get the plans settled with the construction company and when they can schedule it into their timetable. So I don't have anything to say on that right now. I will update you as I find out. The idea is during our quiet season, December, January, February into March. Oh, the desk? Should we do that, really? I mean, it needs a cleanup. Should we really do that? Next stream, Monday, it's got to be sizing again. Should we do a cleanup stream downstairs? I mean, that's kind of a bit ridiculous, isn't it? You want to see my face when I find the spoon? Come on. Well, we can do that right now. I don't know. There's two things. One is a spoon, but I'm more interested in the knife. And I'm no disrespect to you're now on TV because it's his spoon, but I want the knife more than I want the spoon. So whatever. Hundreds of people wanting to clear. Maybe I could call up Miss Kondo, Marty Kondo. Hey, come on over. I got something that you need your help with, you know. Okay, I'll think about it. I'll think about it. Someone says, how long is the tourist wave going to go on for? I think it's pretty much permanent. The yen-dollar situation, which, you know, over time and over years and things, that changes. The yen-dollar situation is really helpful for overseas tourists. But this tourist boom is not just about that. I mean, we talk every day to people who are in the shop about this. Why are you here? Whatever, you know. And sometimes they mention, yeah, it's cheap these days. It's nice to eat in a restaurant, blah, blah, because the yen dollar is good. But that's never, never, and I mean never, the primary thing they bring up. Is it your first time in Japan? Yes, no, why are you here, whatever. We chat with people all the time about why they're here. And just simply, there's two kinds. There's people who have never been here before, and they just could not wait to get here. They've heard about this magical paradise where it's clean and safe and wonderful, and it's Japan, and they're here. Are they disappointed? Oh my God, no, they're having so much fun. Then the other group is the people who've been here before. They know the deal, they know what to expect roughly, and they wanted to come back because they had such a cool time the first time, they're going to come back. And both of these groups, we say, will you be back again? Yes, of course, of course, of course. It's not just about the cheap yen. It's about Japan. Japan has built a society, plus minus, it's not paradise here, you know, but Japan has built a society that, given the state of our current world situation and cultures all over the world, with their own good and bad and their own situations, many places around the world at the moment are not feeling that they are as good as they should be, and they are somehow looking at Japan because they feel Japan is the place that's as good as it should be. It's kind of a strange argument, I'm sorry. And in some ways, Japan is as good as it should be, certainly from the point of view of the people who are visiting, and oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Tourism is not going away anytime soon, unless it became so staggeringly expensive, or unless the world economy crashed and it put an end to international tourism overall. Japan has built something really, really special. The staggering hard work of everybody who lives here. This country's built something that is hugely admirable to people in many, many other cultures, even cultures that themselves are good, cool places to live, you know. So somebody says they're seeing, many, many people do this. They see Japan as a utopia. Of course, it's absolutely not. It's utopian if you're here for a few weeks and you can afford it and wow, whatever. It's like going to Disneyland. Disneyland is your utopia because that's what they've built it as. Japan is, of course, not anywhere near like this. Some people here are, I mean, what's the happiness ratio they do, these things, which is the most happy country in the world? Japan ain't anyhow anywhere going to be near the top of such a list. But, you know, I'm sorry if the argument that I'm trying to make, the point I'm trying to make is a bit vague and fuzzy and not well expressed. We get this every day, all day long from the people who were here. Either they couldn't have waited to get here and they haven't been disappointed, or they've been here and they weren't disappointed and they want to eat more. Did it change in this regard since you arrived, or is it what was built since that time? It's a real mix. It's not so simple to say that. Of course, the massive tourism now is new. There has always been interest in Japan in the West for as long as Japan has been known to the West. There's always been this thing. In the early days, before there was much real information, it was the mythical, exotic, faraway Eastern thing that was the attraction. That's sort of no longer the case because people know, they know what it looks like. They've, you know, we have enough communication and video and pictures and blah, blah, blah. It's no longer an unknown, mythical place. Now it's more hard, cold. I see, okay, that looks pretty cool. I want to go there and see it for myself. It's not the far-off, exotic, mythical place that it used to be. So that's changed, of course. Now it's more real and hardcore. Wow, that looks so cool. I want to get over there and see what's going on. And yeah, Japan does a lot of things right, I think. I can't blanketly say this, Japan has the answer and it's the future society that we all should have. That's not true at all. But so many things they get right, or okay, might be not the right thing to say. You know, the safe, happy, wonderful infrastructure, great food, you know, no danger, blah, 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 blah. that's not something that the Japanese have specifically built. Because if you go back to 1950, whatever, I'm living in Canada in 1957, it's safe, happy, blah, blah, blah. You know, there was, you know, when my mother first started to come here back in the 1990s, she said, oh my God, I've died and I've gone back in time to Britain like it was when I was a child. It's a wonderland. People are happy. Everybody works hard. You know, the things that she felt were important. It was safe. People are happy. Congenial. Neighbors are wonderful too. Everybody's polite. She checked off the boxes that had been relevant to her in Britain in 1945 or 1950, whatever, when she was a young mother. Cultures go through stuff, you know, and Japan is on an up thing. After having been devastated and annihilated in the 40s, it's 80 years worth of hard work has built something pretty special. The cynic says it's not going to continue. Japanese are now on the way down. They're unhappy. It's debt. Kids are getting fat. You know, I'm sorry to be vague and rambly about it. It's not a crystal clear thing. It's okay, just to put, I don't have the clipping in front of me, it's on my desk downstairs, but just to put one thing into this conversation then. You can Google this and look it up. There was a, you know, the government gives statistics on various things, and each agency, whatever. So every now and then, we're reading the newspaper, the Ministry of Education announced blah, 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 that during the past 12 months, blah, 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 compared to blah, blah, blah. One I remember reading was that they talked about kids' exercise levels. Elementary school boys of age 6 are now 1 kilogram heavier than they were a year ago, or whatever, this sort of stuff. And this is, every society will be doing the same thing. Young kids in school these days don't get enough exercise, that kind of stuff. Anyway, we see this sort of statistics coming in all the time. One last week or so, I probably shouldn't talk about this. But I have to put it in to those of you who are thinking of Japan as a glorious utopian paradise. There are hundreds, I don't remember the number, it was 355 or it was 472, I don't remember the number, it was hundreds of school children committed suicide last year in this country. We're talking K to 12, and a number of them, large number of them, were elementary school students. I don't remember, you can Google it, whatever. It was in my newspaper last week and I was sort of going to clip it and think about maybe it should be something on the stream or whatever, I don't know. This is not a utopia. This is not a utopia. Now, maybe other countries, the same thing happens. I have no idea. It's out of my database. Somebody who can Google it, because this was news in Japan. It was on the NHK News. It was in our newspaper's front. The statistics on this, they're announced, whatever, yearly, whatever. It's a thing here. It's a thing. And we're talking hundreds. I'm not exaggerating that part of it. Whatever, you know. I'm not going to, you know, why is this happening? What's going on? I'm not an expert on this. I don't know. Dave here is surrounded day by day by happiness. I'm a happy person. I'm surrounded by happy people. I see nothing but happy people all around me every day. Whatever, somebody got, here we have 527 students from elementary to senior high in 2024. That's a real number. So I'm sorry to put the downer into the conversation here. It's an extremely, hugely difficult, complicated situation. Any society is. That was a grotesque statistic from Japan. Those of you who live in America, I'm sure you have your own relatively grotesque statistics in some part of the world. You know, I'm not trying to imply Japan is some grotesque place. But just keep whatever. The tourists don't see this stuff, of course. So I'm sorry to have put that in, whatever, but it is what it is. It is what it is. No, I think, again, people are talking about the general rate. That's the rate for students, people. The general rate for Japan in the overall population, because this was also part of that same story, is no higher than most developed countries of its type. There's this image and reputation that Japan in general has a stunningly high suicide rate. I think somebody can find it. We're not even top 10, top 20 in the world in that level. But there's this myth that Japan is like that. But clearly, in the case of young people, there is a problem. Yeah, 49, whatever, something like that. So. Someone's talking about shogunai. I'm not sure why you would bring that up. That is one of my most repellent words. Shogunai is it can't be helped, it is what it is, don't bother, don't look, it's just going to keep going. That's not my philosophy about anything in life or in the world. So if there has to be one word that in Japanese that Dave does not want to feel comfortable with, you've got it, shogunai. You've heard me talk about this before. I hear this all the time. It's not just Japanese. Come on, other people do this too. Oh, it can't be helped. Can't be helped. I mean, come on. The Japanese didn't invent this concept. That's my number one disliked word. And my number two disliked word, we don't need to go there. It's just going to make trouble. We were early. What are we now? 8:58. It's Saturday. We may be getting a visit up the stairs from a young lady. A lady. The second most disliked word. We've talked about this. It's not a secret. We've had this conversation before. I think we're at the stage now where we're just repeating this. I never say anything new here on these streams because topics come around and around, and I've got my knee-jerk reactions to everything. And when a certain topic comes up, I will say the same thing. So these conversations now, what is this? This is our 8th year of streaming. We started in August of 2017. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 7. So it's our 8th year of streaming. And there's nothing new here. Everything I say has been said many times before. The second most terrible word, you don't have it. Wabi-sabi, foxing, fox. No, we've had this conversation. Really a disliked thing that I hear every day, all the time, and I don't like the concept. It's dento, tradition. It's my second most disliked thing about Japan. And it's sort of the same thing. That's how it's done. We do it this way. No, you can't do it that way. This is traditional. We do it this way. No, you can't do that. We do it this way. Tradition. It's a little bit related to that first word, the shogunai. Oh, no, it can't be helped, can't be helped, can't be helped. The second one is, oh, no, we don't do it that way. We do it this way. So, why am I living in Japan? Where should I be living then? I guess, at the center of tech, whatever. I should probably be living in San Bernardino or something, or whatever. Move fast and break things. That's probably where I should be living, right? I guess I'm probably living more like in the middle of all these other words, whatever. I'm probably living more like a MacGyver or something. We can make it happen. I don't know yet how to do it. It's okay, whatever. We can make it work. Trust me, we can make it work. You know. We can make it happen. I guess actually that's the story of my life. One of the stories. Yeah, we can do that. No, not quite sure. Just give me a few minutes to work on this, but we can make this happen. Today's fun. An hour ago I was kind of mixed up and frazzled and whatever, but now I'm fine. Thank you very much. Thank you to 700. Man, was I frazzled this morning. Jesus. Oh, don't think about that. Don't go back there, Dave. Okay, last sheet. We are done. 9:02. Let's do this. We've got to go through and hang up. The other day on the sizing stream, we got to this point, and I said, let's cancel the hanging up. Let's look at some show and tell. I don't have enough for a half an hour, so let's do this. Let's go and hang up. If I boogie along, we can hang it up quickly and look at some show and tell. So don't distract me. Okay, let's do this. We're going to move next door and hang up the paper. I got my words scrambled there. Did I say something bad? I don't think so. Okay, what do we do? First step, I got to move the camera. So the camera is going to come down. Just a second. I've learned how to do this without crashing the stream. We turn it off here in OBS. We turn it off in OBS. And we deselect it in OBS. Now, we unplug the camera. How do I do that? Yes, 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 yes. And I'm going to move the camera to the next room. Let's go. Let's do this thing. Back in a moment. Okay, camera set, camera power. Where is it? Where's the plug? Don't panic, Dave. Just settle down. Do this peacefully, quietly. The more you rush, the more you're going to screw it up. Camera power is in. Get the cable ready for the computer. Point the camera in the right direction. Zoom it out. Okay, now let's go and get the computer. Unplug power, we're going to go on battery. Let's go. We're wired. We are on an Ethernet cable, which is trailing behind me on the floor. At which point we can now plug in the camera again. We've got this. But I got to reactivate it. Oh, right, up and running. And now go get the paper. What I should do actually, is have another camera. These handy cams are cheap enough. I really should just get another handy cam, set it up here so I don't have to move the camera. Chat settings, chat appearance, maximize the letter size. Ooh, that's big. Now, one thing I'm curious about is what about the flicker? That's fluorescent. It's not flickering. So what does that tell us? There's another light here, which is an LED light. That's LED. This is fluorescent. Okay, engineers, what does this tell us about our flicker problem? As in, it's not OBS? Let's go. What's the time? 9:07. Let's do this. Let's do this. Oh, we have a nice coat. Even though I was chatting and not paying much attention, the dosa, the sizing has come out nicely. Looking good, looking good. Oh, I can barely see it. So what did I say? There's 20, no, I got 8 sheets, cut it in 3 for 24. So there's 12 pairs to hang up. That's pair number 1. This is pair number 2. 10 more pairs, and then we can look at some prints. And some of the show and tell today, actually, I don't actually know what's in the packages. It's been building up downstairs. So I don't know in advance what we're going to see. I'm in the same position as you. It could be interesting, or it could be mildly interesting. Here's footsteps. I hear footsteps. Just on time. Good morning. Have you heard? I heard your footsteps. Yeah, when you came through the door there. So, good morning, good morning. How are you doing? I'm not sure. Eh? What? I'm a little bit... What are you laughing at? Huh? The cables, the wires on the floor. I'm sorry, Nanny. What are you laughing at? Come and say hello. I'm not sure where. Camera. That camera looks. You can see that camera looks. Here she is. Good, 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 good. How you doing? How you doing?
Fine.
Right. How was the trains today? No problem.
No problem.
Good.
Recently, I tended to sit down the ground floor.
In the double-decker car.
Yeah.
I'd like upstairs because I want to see the. You're off the camera again. So.
I have to see your.
Oh, you're watching the stream. So, what is it like? I'm trying to imagine. I just do this and we're chatting and talking, but those people out there, they're sort of unknown to me. It's like an audience. You're in a concert, and the people who are sitting in the concerts. I remember playing flute. I can't see the individual people. Maybe near the first few front rows. I can see there's Koringami, there's John. Some of the people I know from the chat. But overall, it's just thousands of people. But you're watching the stream there. You know me. Like, oh no, he's going to say this. He's going to say that. How do you? It's hard for me to understand how you're watching this. Or even maybe.
I don't watch you all the time. But sometimes you show them.
Like, I'm not going to say anything that you don't know already. We've known each other for 30 some years,
Yeah.
I'm not going to say anything that you didn't know already.
There's always something new.
Or the topics, or something,
According
or something
to
goes wrong.
You react and answer questions. And
I don't know. I don't know myself what to think about all this. I'm not following the chat here. What's happening? Oh, lots of good mornings to Sadako. Hi.
morning.
Hi. Someone says my back pocket. In one pocket there's a wallet. Well, my right pocket, yes, it has my wallet. This is supplied by Sadako. She keeps track. When these things get beaten up, Sadako buys another one. And what's in They're asking, what's in the left pocket? They're asking. It's not a harmonica, it's mints. I have trouble with these. How do you throw away the package?
It can.
With the
In
cans, with the
my
empty cans?
area, it's categorized. Cans,
So with the drink cans?
jars and
Okay.
made of glass.
Okay.
So I can take it home.
Well, at the moment it's full.
Your birthday is coming soon.
Shh.
You mentioned about it the other day.
Yeah, it came up something so. But I've already got my jeans. There's 2 new pairs of jeans I'm still using. One is even unopened yet that you bought for me a while back. So you're good. You're done.
How about you?
I'm okay. I don't need stuff. It's fine.
It doesn't let me throw away all the
Huh?
clothes.
What? Out of the shop now, it's getting busier and busier day by day. And it was funny, you heard me talking about when the Unsoda lady was here. It was really, really a giggle. There were so many people in and so many staff. She and I stood there trying to talk. And we talked for a minute. Somebody needed that shelf. So we moved over somewhere else. And like 10 or 15 seconds later, somebody needed it. It was so much fun.
You didn't trust me that the Tama-san's reaction wasn't so bad.
Oh, okay. I mean, a lot of it.
I understand his situation.
And sort of I do too. I don't. But it's glad to hear that she's now going to communicate in the middle and help sort this out. So it's good. Things are looking good.
And I also talked about your leftover cut edge of
The washi with who?
Yeah, and Mitsuyo-san. Mitsuyo-san's
Harada-san.
Yeah, Harada-san. She knows many artists.
Okay.
And one of our friends, artists, make papers for her work.
All right.
So she's going to talk.
So I was talking about the leftover washi offcuts that we have. They're bundled up now, so many. We tried to get Murata-san, who had an interest in them, but she's so far away, we can't actually get them there. And we now have many, 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 many kilograms of washi offcuts. So Sadako was talking about some artist friends, whatever, who may be able to use this. So, what are they talking about? I can't see it. I'm sorry. I can't. Give David a birthday present. What? She's not going to clean up my desk or supervise.
He doesn't allow me. I can't touch his desk.
Well, nor should you. But I wouldn't go and clean up your office, and you can't clean up mine. Nobody can do that sort of thing.
Let me wipe off that
I mean,
dust.
this is anybody. This is not just Dave being silly. I've got a desk covered with stuff. Nobody out there, nobody would clean up somebody else's desk. No, your desk in your office at home. Nobody could touch this. You've got your own things.
When it's a pile of dust, I carefully.
Well, I mean, I guess you clean up yourself more than, I do. But my point is, other people can't do it for you,
Careful. Should be careful. Show respect.
They're talking about a cleaning stream on my birthday. Luckily, there's no stream. There isn't going to be a stream on my birthday.
Sometimes present from children are cleaning up work.
For Mother's Day, you mean, or something? So, Mom, you stay in bed today. We'll do something for you. Yeah, that kind of disaster. Okay, we're almost done here. Actually, can you hang around for a minute? Because I've got 2 more sheets here. We have show and tell, and maybe you can help with the camera. That's not your favorite job, I know. I'm sorry, but stress. So, what's the time? 9:15. Look at this. I don't think this has ever happened before. We finished the sizing stream exactly at show and tell time. Is this a first? What's going on? Oh, we unplugged it. It's demo mode. The camera's gone to demo mode. Don't panic. No, we had to unplug it to bring it into the room here. And because it was unplugged, it went into demo mode. So actually it should be okay. As long as I touch it now, it should be okay. Is it back to normal? Yeah, that might reset it. Okay, what are we going to do? Let's move the computer over here. This is the space we want for the, sorry, excuse me, let me get set up first. Space for the print. So the camera, if I bring the camera over here, if I move it up, whoop, if you come behind the camera here, it's down, there we are. You can see what's going on. Can you see the zoom thing up on top? Actually, it's just going to be stay zoomed out. You won't really need it. Are you okay there? Oh, yeah, that's in, but the other way is what we want. All the way out. Boom. So good. Let me open it, and then maybe when it's time to look, it's too high for you, is it?
I can manage.
Okay, let me get a knife. Here's a stool. Here, if you need a stool. No. I'm not being sarcastic. Come on.
Thank you. I can see better.
Okay. Oh, you've got your. Okay, let's get in here. I don't know what's in here. I also should close the doors because we've got size here. We're too close now. Let's see, it's okay.
This is the maximum.
Yeah, no, I maybe should have left the camera a bit farther away. No, it's okay, it's okay. Once this is open, I think we'll need to be zooming in, so it's okay. I don't know if it's a frame. I don't think so. I don't think it's a frame, someone's saying. It's big, but I don't think it's framed. I'm hot. It's gonna be a hot day today. Is it warm?
The forecast says it will be 18.
Hot day, wow. So winter is still not here yet. Eh? Typhoon coming here?
Not here, but attack the Philippines. And another typhoon is coming. Philippines again.
But not this area.
Not this year, but I feel so sad for them.
Our turn will come.
Many people died.
Really, that big?
And
Eh?
those houses and everything.
What is in here? Okay, something big, that's for sure. Let's try and get this out of here. Whoa! I haven't the slightest idea what this is. Okay, look at this though. Foxing everywhere, this packaging. How do you get in? Oh, this is fun. Look at this. Now, how are we going to get the view of this? If I fold that back, maybe if I put this up here, let me get something to put behind it. Here, this will help. Okay, can we, there we are. It is a large wood block print. Again, no frame this time. It's mounted. Oh my God, look at this. Look at the brown. The paper has gone totally, absolutely brown.
What I can do is just up and down.
Oh, you do, no, but
To the left.
it's chaos, Just a minute, look, we're seeing nothing, look. Don't look at here, don't look in there, look here, yeah. Okay, tell you what, let me see, can I move the camera? I think we're gonna have to take the camera back a bit.
Okay.
Let me just, the lens just won't zoom out, so let me go back. There we are. Okay. If we come back here, and if I hold the print up, sorry, if you can you go around there? Let me hold the print up then, and then you'll be able to zoom in. So sorry about that. I had no idea what we were faced with. Let me get this thing out of its package. Okay, here we go. It is, as we've seen, it's going to be another one of these very large prints. No frame this time, but is it glued in? Yeah, it's glued into its thing. I can't get it out. Let's get that out of the way. Oh, there we are. Stay zoomed out for a moment. Let's get the whole thing. Are you zoomed out? No, other way, other way, other way. Yeah, okay. Good. Stay zoomed out just for a minute. We can see it's on a terrible, terrible paper. The print has been made not on a nice washi, but on some kind of awful paper, and it's pulp maybe, and it's heavily, heavily damaged by being inside that mat. But maybe also we can't really blame the mat. We can blame the paper that the print is made on. Have we got some, okay, over on the right-hand side, just a sec. Let's see if I can find some information. Here it is. No, stay still, Static. I'll move here. I can't read it. It'll be the artist's signature. It doesn't say anything about the craftsman who made it. I have no idea where this came from, who published it or anything. Okay, if we're both moving, if you sit still, let me move around. You sit still for a sec. Here, just let me move around. It seems nicely made. What I thought were stains here, these are not stains. This is brown printing. These are chestnuts. Desho? Sadako kuri, desho?
I think so.
Yeah, kuri. What kind of bird is it? Do you know? And then these spots, I believe, are not part of the picture. These spots are some reaction inside the paper. If we look up at the top, outside of the border of the picture, we have the same thing. And I don't know, we could use the generic term foxing, but this is backwards. Foxing is usually brownish spots on a white background. This is white leftover, and the paper has toned, leaving some areas not toned. I don't know, I've never seen, I don't know who published this, I don't know the series.
Kawasemi?
Huh?
Kawasemi?
Kawasemi? No. The beak is totally different from a kingfisher. No, I don't know what kind of bird this is. Oh, someone's got information. You have one from this series. If you know anything about this, please let me know. This one's new to me. We've got white pigment here. Someone is saying, could this be white pigment gone bad? No, because again, it's out of the area of the print itself. This, whatever's happening here, is nothing to do with the printing. It's inherent to the paper and or the storage. The print is kind of nice. Someone's saying, is this intentional? I don't believe so. I think when this was made, the paper would have been probably quite bright white. Print would have been attractive. My best guess as to when this was made would be 1970s perhaps, but I stand waiting to be corrected because I don't really know who published it. There is an embossed mark. If you keep the camera still, Sadako, if I go over here, there's an embossed mark over at the left side. Well, it's not going to show in the camera view. No, just please, I'll move. You zoom out again.
Zoom out.
Go the other way, yeah. Okay, just hold it there. There is an embossed mark here which I can feel with my fingers, but it doesn't show. That'll give me some hints. We'll put that under a side light later so we can see what, maybe there's some visible words. I don't know. Someone's got it. Red-breasted nuthatch is the bird. Is it Tanseisha? What's the publisher? The chat has gone past what I can read already. I'm sorry. Okay, anyway, you've got the information. Okay, I will have a look at this later. Thank you very much. It's still coming up. You know, I've been here 40 years buying prints, looking at prints, discovering all kinds of stuff, and there's still all kinds of things I have never seen before. Shiho Sakakibara. Does that make sense for the signature down here then? Could this be Sakakibara?
Yeah, can be.
Okay, anyway, they found it. Shiho Sakakibara. Okay, thank you for the information. That's very helpful. We'll have a look at this later. As to what to do with this, well, the damage, there's not much I can do about this. This paper is poor. It's going to die quietly and peacefully all by itself. We will take it away from the backing board, but in this case, I really can't blame the backing board for the bad condition because it's inherent in the washi itself. And if I hold it up to the light, no, this isn't even a nice washi. It's a kind of a calendared pulpy paper. Oh! And we have information. Whoa, 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 whoa. Look at this. Can you zoom? Okay, let's get this. Look at this. Chestnuts and woodcracker. Shiho Sakakibara. Limited edition of 200 prints from the original Akiho blocks 1960. Original blocks with Akiko Kagetsusen Kabushiki Gaisha in Kyoto. This is all brand new to me. Thank you very much for... There we are. I've never heard of this. What does it say? 1960. What did I say? 70s? 60s, 70s. There's another embossing on this side. Oh, there's another one. Maybe you hold the camera there. Let me see if I can try and do this under the light. Right above my thumb. No, it's not going to show because we don't have a side light. No. There's embossing. There's deep embossing over at the right-hand side and some more over at the left-hand side. But there it is. Dave is still learning about all these different prints, you know, stuff that I've never heard of. Designer I've never heard of. Publisher I've never heard of. Prints I've never seen. Do you know the name? Is it a Nihonga painter? Yeah. There should also be a fancy watermark in the corner. Well, as I said, bottom left corner there is. Bottom right corner, can I hold it up again? Just a sec. Yeah, there's a watermark in the paper at the bottom left. And there's the embossing at the bottom right. Yes, the bottom left was a watermark right here. Thank you. Nice print, shame about the paper. So, and there's nothing I can do to protect this. If this goes to museum level, like the British Museum or whatever, they could maybe put it in a bath of some alkali, whatever, to help protect it from further acidification. It's way over my pay grade. I am not going to do anything with this. We're just going to now put it quietly in a quiet file and let it peacefully, fade away. We'll be showing it, talking about it. We'll learn more about it. But there's not much more I can do to save this thing. Cool, it's an attractive little print. Yeah. I wonder what it would have looked like before it toned. Remember, the paper would have been bright white. Completely different appearance to what it has now. Okay, very nice. All right, I think that's it for us today. Thank you very much for hanging around today. I was a bit frazzled this morning when we started, but I'm feeling better now. It's okay. Monday morning will almost certainly be another sizing stream because I'm so far behind and there's so many of our printers need paper that I'll be back again on Monday with another sizing stream. And I'll have an update, hopefully, well no, Tuesday I'll be going to the construction company to learn about the construction schedule. So that update will have to follow a bit later. Let's get out of here. Let's get back to work downstairs. Thank you very much, and I'll see you on Monday morning. 3, 2, 1. Bye for now.